Hello everybody, welcome to June 18th from the Summer Proverbs Challenge that we have going on here. June 18th means chapter 18, and today the verse that stuck out to me was verse 12. Before destruction a man's heart is haughty, but humility comes before honor. Now, since we're in this Proverbs Challenge, we're reading a chapter a day, and this verse sort of reminded me of another verse that I've read. It was actually in Proverbs 16, verse 18. Pride goes before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. So Proverbs is not just telling us once, but sometimes it's telling us multiple times the same thing, so that way it really gets through to us. And this one it did. Now I will have to say, I didn't truly know what haughty meant in this sense, and so I looked it up on Webster Dictionary, and its definition was blatantly and disdainfully proud, having or showing an attitude of superiority and contempt for people or things perceived to be inferior. Now, when I first read it, I was like, nah, I don't look at people down on me, or I don't think I'm better than people or somebody else. But then I really thought, I was like, but there are times that I say, man, I can't believe they're doing that. Or why would you think about doing something like that? And really just came up that, no, that's being a bit haughty. That's looking down on people or what they're doing. Now, it might not be like really putting people down or anything big, but it's still that small sense of, man, I can do things better. That God's not calling for us either. He's not calling us to do that either. He's saying that will lead to destruction. The haughty spirit before a fall. But what's nice about verse 12, it doesn't just say what's destruction and what's going to be about the fall, and like in Proverbs 16, but in Proverbs 18, verse 12, it also ends with, but humility comes before honor. Not only is it telling us what's going to lead to our destruction or our downfall, but it tells us just the opposite also. Here's how you get honor. God's calling us to be humble, to realize we don't know everything, that we don't know exactly how to have things work out. Now, reading this verse and understanding what it truly meant, now it came to figure out, how do I live this out? How do I take this verse and really change my life with it? Well, first thing I thought of was my wife knows me almost better than anybody does. So I'm going to talk to my wife about this passage, tell her what I've learned, show her what I've seen. And when I'm in those times where I think, man, why are they doing that? Or, looking down on somebody, it's hard for me to really tell that, man, I'm being that way right now. I'm being haughty. I'm being prideful. So I need somebody to come alongside with me to help me point those out. And that's what I'm going to ask her to do. I'm going to ask her to point out when I'm being this way. Now, I know that's not going to be hard in itself, or that's not going to be easy in itself. That's actually going to be really hard because it's taking criticism. And in that moment, it's easy to turn and be upset with her for criticizing me or what I just thought. But if she tells me, Kyle, you asked for this one, you asked me to help you with here, then I can't be mad at her. So I'm going to talk with my wife, Annie, and just really have her help me live this out, to be humble and not look down upon anybody. Hopefully this verse really helps you guys today. And hopefully you're talking to other men or other people about these challenges, because just hearing them for myself or not listening from wisdom from other people won't do us good either. So make sure you're talking with men, talking with other people around you about what you're reading, and teach them what you're learning and really learn from what they're teaching you. Again, we'll see you later. Thanks.